Your boy Roots here from Team Relinquish with none other than Florida's Michael's Pro State from PPG, who just recently top 8 our North American WCQ. As we all know, Michael will be putting Kozmo Mike as well. Maybe we can take a look at his trophy with his Super Minerva. And what's this, an iPad Air 2?
iPad Air 2, 64 gig.
Wow, 64 gig. So Michael, before we get into the deck profile, any shout-outs you want to give out before the deck profile?
First and foremost, shout out to Pro Play Games, best sponsor in the world. Helped me get through this event with all the cards they've gave me, and just being a great sponsor in general, all the support from the teammates and everything. Second shout out to my girlfriend Julie, who actually lent me the demises and is actually letting me keep them for a keepsake. After it gets hit, I think the card's gonna get banned because of me, but yeah, she's letting me keep those, so shout out to Julie, love you. Third shout out to Travis Smith, my teammate. He helped me build the deck. He also top 4 the event, so he is going to Worlds while I'm an alternate. Hopefully I'll go. But he helped me like build, perfect, theorize this deck. So huge shout out to him for helping me get to where I needed to be. Shout out to every local player that I know that's from Tate's Gaming Satellite, cool stuff, Pro Play Games. Just shout out to all the Kozmo admins, and shout out to everybody that's believed in me all the way through, from starting off losing the first round of Swiss in round 5 to finally playing in top 8. And in the award ceremony, it was just an amazing experience. So shout out to every one of my friends and family who's been supporting me this far.
That's a long way you've come through, Michael. Yeah. From top YCS Dallas as well, right?
Yeah, I've been playing this deck since Sneak Peek, so that's my favorite deck.
Alright, it's been a while. So let's go ahead down to the deck profile.
Alright. So we got 3 win can. Main monster you want to see turn 1. Just helps you win. Like it's just the best card in the deck, honestly. Other than card demise, obviously. 2 farm girl. Some people want to see play 3, but like you don't want to draw her that much. You want to resolve her off of teleport and Dart Destroyer when floating down. So just I only like 2, to be all honesty. And then to round up the pilots, 1 Dark Lady. You don't. I see some people playing 2, and I just don't see that as correct, because drawing her is just dead after you card demise. So I only play 1, and I have 6 pilots. The ships, obviously 3 Dark Destroyer, best ship in the deck. 3 Slip Rider. Pendulum saw a uprising in popularity at this event, so I decided to play 3, and it just helps you go into the extra deck more because Infinity is just the nuts. And round up the ships, 1 Forerunner at 13 monsters. Just needed to guarantee a ship in case you have Mojo set turn 1. 13 monsters. Spells, best spell card in the game. 3 card demise. This card's getting banned, dude. Like, my mentality going into this event is, if you had the opportunity to play card demise, I would have done it 100%, because this card is too powerful not to play. Just allows you to set up your graveyard plays, allows you to dig through your deck for the counter traps and just beat the meta. It's just unbelievably such a good card. 3 Kozmo Town helps with card demise because it doesn't count towards your 5 spell traps, and allows you to shuffle in your monsters after demise for spell trap cards. So really important. Only 2 duality. I felt like you only needed to play 2, because if you see more than 1 in your opening hand, you can only activate 1, and it just sits in the spell trap card zone for another turn. When the next turn after you resolve demise, you want to special summon. So I only saw fit for me to play 2, and it worked out very well. It never clogged. 2 teleport. It's Kozmo deck, of course, and the 1 upstart. It's essentially 39 cards, and it's also a +1 with card demise. And then the traps. 3 Mojo, one of the best trap cards in the game. Just helps you combo out with Tin Can and just create unbelievable amounts of pressure. The revival traps, 3 Call the Haunted and 2 Oasis Dragon Souls. I felt 5 was enough, because 6 may get clunky just in case we don't open up Tin Can. So I usually see a good amount of ratios of Tin Can in this. So definitely a good ratio. Counter traps, just 3 strike and a warning for the Pendulum decks. Just because we've seen a lot of popularity rise in Pendulum, it became clear that I needed to main 3 of these. And for the BA, just 2 Chaos Trap Hole, and the Monarchs, of course, because the only change I really would make after the event was cutting 1 strike for another Chaos Trap Hole, because Monarchs were a lot more popular in the end. but theoretically, Pendulums were the sleeper deck, so I want to make sure that I guaranteed the win by maining 3 of these. And those are the counter traps. And the last 2 cards in the deck, shout out to Travis, Double Drowning Mirror Force. This card won me 3 to 4 games against BA, which were absolutely crucial. And the card's just nuts, just in case you don't open up a monster since we have such a low monster count. And it's just an incredible safety net that the opponent can't really read because you have no cards in your hand, and they knew you didn't draw any monsters. So it's just a really good card overall. That wraps up the main deck at 40 cards.
Alright, let's go to extra.
Extra deck?
Yeah.
I'm going to summon 4 cards throughout this entire weekend. The Nova and Affinity Package, Pleiades, and Gaia Dragon. This card won me my top 64 match. Shout out to, I think your name was Kai. It was a really good game, my friend. It sucks we went into time when we got deck checked. But yeah, this is what won me my top 64 match. And the rest of the extra deck is irrelevant. I mean, it's relevant, but I just didn't go into it. Leviair, Dante for Cherries, Breaksword, Corbage Package, Vulcasaurus, number 38, Grand Pulse. These I literally just thrown in there, to be honest. I know I can't summon them. I have not attempted to summon them due to contrary to popular belief. But these are I just threw these in there because I needed 2 more slots in the extra deck. After the event, I realized I would cut them for Durendal and Nightmare Shark. Yeah, these are the 2 choices I would play. Hence why I'm playing them right now in tournament. And the last card in the extra deck is Omega. I found I can summon this against BA if I were to set it into Winter Cherries and I would draw them late game. And they already had all their extra deck monsters out. If I had a Slip Rider, I can just normal summon the Cherries and synchro into this. And it's just a really hard card to dodge. And also a good side deck card against the Synchro Fusionist deck. Because I think that deck was going to see a little bit of play, just in case I don't have any side deck for it. So I have this just as a backup. I side Winter Cherries and just hit this, and I think the game's pretty much over from there. And that's it for the extra deck.
Alright, sideboard.
Sideboard. 3 Cherries against BA, one of the best cards on the side in my opinion. Cards just overwhelmingly powerful. If they can't Dante, they lose 6 cards out of their extra deck. The Beatrices and the Virgil and the Dante. So it's overwhelmingly powerful card. And it will be good later on in the future, so definitely pick these up. 2 Chaos Honors. This card's for the mirror match. Theory-wise, it was only good against the Fire King matchup. But that deck had a lot of a less showing than I expected. So I didn't really side it in at all. I was siding 3 at a point, but instead, just to balance out the Kozmo mirrors, I switched one out for a system down. Theoretically, it worked. I drew it actually once in one of my matchups in the mirror, and it actually resolved. So it was a good idea for me to do it, but I would actually just cut these entirely for system downs because they're just a lot better. 3 Twin Twisters against other Demise decks, BA that are many strikes, all the backward decks, and it helps you going second to lower your hand count for Demise. This way you can resolve card Demise without setting too many or just summoning too many monsters. You can discard a monster and have it call the Haunted later in the next turn, so it just helps a lot. And then the rest is Monarchate, 2 Deflector, 2 Masker Restrict, and then 2 Anti-Spell for Pendulum and Monarch. And that's the whole deck.
Alright then, Mike. Thanks again for the deck profile. Great shout out again to Pro Play Games. Is there anything else you want to say for the fans?
It still hasn't hit me yet that I did this. Like, everybody that doesn't think that they can do anything, just play the deck you guys like to play. Don't just bandwagon and go to the best deck. Played Kozmo since the beginning and been innovating this deck. Had a lot of help along the way. So just play what you feel comfortable with. And who knows, a miracle might happen, and definitely did this weekend.
Alright then. Yeah, this your boy from the boy Roots from Team Relinquish. Thanks again for the profile, Mike, like always. And signing off.
See ya.